in this moment anyway. What do you say? Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. Where you been? Hey. Oh, man. Ashe. Welcome in. Say hi when you join. Don't be rude. Hey, TikTok. Thank y'all for the likes over there. Peace, Mystique. Hey, baby boo, baby bear. Don't forget to share. Extend your heart, show your care. I am here, you are there. We are everywhere. Peace, Dario. Broham Escobar. Wasn't it his name on Sweet Life of Zach and Cody? Escobar. Peace, Melanated. Glad you made it. What a trillist the motherfucking illest. I like saying that name. Where they at? Where are you? Thanks, babe. Peace, Graffiti. Hey. So y'all stay with us. I will be pulling I will be raffling off our name for one of our Cancer lovelies to win our exclusive Cancer infused oil. So if you are a Cancer sun, well, y'all can leave your birthday if you didn't already in the comments in our previous post, and I'll add y'all names to the raffle. But y'all stay with us nonetheless. Peace to Golden Healer. How you been? I see you switched it up. I see you know I be looking. And I see that you Spirit down had you pivot. You done did a I shade to that. I shade to the pivots, and I speak prosperity, love, wealth, abundance, ease, and flow into your life. I love that for you. Peace, Metals. Peace, Kaliska, Christina, TT, what it do, what it BB. Crystal said goes into disguise. I'm a Cancer son. You so crazy. You worse than, I was about to say guys. You worse than Graffiti. Graffiti talking about, I know somebody who's a Cancer. I said, bye, Graffiti. Bye. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started, y'all. Welcome into tonight's show. I am your co-host, Mrs. Dublé Jones. I am the lady with the stones, the come heres, and the leave us alone. And I'm a spiritual guide to assist you in this life in any way that I can. If you would like some spiritual guidance, if you need a helping hand, head over to the website, CrystallineMars.com. There you can book your personal services, your personal rituals. You can also order your personal spiritual tools, gems, jewels, services, infused oil. So what I am currently, the dual energies that I am working with is the duality, the Gemini infused duality oil, available on the website, CrystallineMars.com, paired with the Cancer infused oil, available on CrystallineMars.com. The moon is currently in Gemini, right? Yeah, well, actually it's void and clear today. But anyway, we're in this transition energy, and these two are a beautiful pair. So y'all head over to the website and get your infused oils, y'all. And again, I will be raffling off a free Cancer infused oil for one of our US Cancer lovelies. So y'all stay tuned for that. And thank you all for sharing this space. Thank you all for your shares. Thank you all for your super chats. If y'all would like a live reading tonight, you can send your love offerings in. Peace, Miss Paula. How you been? I've been thinking about you. How have you been? If y'all would like a reading tonight, you can send your love offerings in. I will conduct those first come, first serve. Y'all stay here, okay? Don't just stay for tarot tea time and then dip. I'm running divine because Brother Lagasse and I was talking about some juicy topics that he's going to be sharing with us tonight for the spiritual lesson. So y'all stay tuned. But I do have the floor open, and I do not have a lovely in queue for the reading, so we can start with you, baby boo. So, what else we got? What else we got? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and transition into the nightly message. Thank you, Mahjong man. TT said yes. Get all the oils. I gotta do a review on the affluence. How the affluence been influencing you? Ashe. Peace, Drea, Nino, Graffiti, Ashe. You so crazy. Ashe the golden healer. So the message of the night is to deny what is to delay your own deliverance. To deny what is to delay your own deliverance. Denial isn't protection. It is poison masked in peace. So what are you denying? What are you still denying? Denial builds a house of illusions. But you cannot live whole in a place where truth is exiled. What you ignore does not appear, it multiplies. It festers in silence and shapes your choices and blinds you to your own becoming. Remember, you are not weak for facing what hurts. You are not broken for admitting what you've tried to pretend isn't real. Your healing starts where your honesty begins. You cannot evolve while hiding from what you feel. The truth may shake you, but it will also shape you. The truth may shake you, but it will also shape you. It will sharpen your clarity, restore your intuition, and realign your power. So stop betraying yourself to keep that illusion intact. Let it crumble, let it burn, and let it free you. So our declaration tonight is, I choose truth even when it's uncomfortable. I choose truth even when it's uncomfortable. It is the key to my liberation. I choose truth even when it's uncomfortable. Period. It is the key to my liberation. I choose truth even when it's uncomfortable. It is the key to my liberation. Ashe. And so, as we talked about like last night, with us being in this Cancer, with the sun being in Cancer, with the moon being in Cancer, with Jupiter being in Cancer, this is going to be the theme. This is going to be the theme. Yesterday we talked about building. Yesterday we talked about building because it was a 22 energy. And today the message came through like, hold on, but before you try to build, what is the foundation? Is it on sand? Is it on concrete? Right? Are you living in illusion and delusion? Hold on, let's be honest and face the truth that's being revealed. You know? Let's dispose the lies. Let's expose the lies. The lies are being exposed that you told, that you believed, that you were told. So, you gonna hold or you gonna fold? You gonna run or you gonna be bold? So that's the nightly message, y'all. And so we're now gonna transition into the next segment, which is the daily energy. TT said, girl, I had to wait till the energy came all the way through. Ooh, Ashe, you talking about the affluence oil? That's good to hear. I can't wait to hear your response. So thank you for your review that you will share. Hold on. So, Cancer moon check-in. Right? The moon has entered Cancer. So how has the energy been for y'all? You said I sound exhausted. I do. I'm okay. I'm okay. I have been really, really tired. I am entering my last 52-day cycle at the end of this week, I think on Friday. And I am in my third trimester, and I definitely have been feeling the shift, the slow the fuck down. Actually, real quick, today I had used the cancer infused oil for the first time. It's still infusing, but I had made one for myself. I couldn't wait, so I put a little bit of herbs in her, and I'm just letting it infuse as I use it. Okay, but when it comes to y'all batches, they're still being infused under this Cancer, lunar, and solar energy. But I used it for the first time today, and I said a mantra along the lines of, I invite in ease and flow into my day. And then I went on about my way, and I had some errands to take care of, and my spirit just led me to put the car in cruise control. And I'm like, okay. So I put the car in cruise control, and I moved over to the center lane, and I just felt like I was going so slow. I was going 12 miles over the speed limit, but I still felt like I was going so slow because I didn't have my foot on the gas. I think that's more so what it was. I didn't have my foot on the gas, so I just felt like I was just going slow. Because, you know, typically you use cruise control when you're on like road trips, when you're on the interstate where it's like the speed limit is higher, like maybe 70. And so you may go like 80, so you're really going faster. So when you're in your cruise control, you really feel like you're cruising. But today I really felt like I was cruising, but in a slow way. And I'm like, whoo, wait. Like I really sat with the truth of the needing to release control and just to allow the energy to flow. And I was like, this is what flow looks like, and this is what flow feels like. And I'm like, I'm looking at my ETA because I got my maps on, even though I know where I'm going. I still like to, anybody else like to do that? You know where you're going, but you still put it in the maps. And my ETA wasn't like extending, it wasn't getting longer, but it just felt like it. And I was like, okay, but I kept it on cruise. I challenged myself the whole 30-minute ride to keep it on cruise control. And my day was full of ease and flow, and it was really beautiful, serene energy. Like I said, I paired it with the duality energy, the Gemini, which was really beautiful. And so I just wanted to share that. Some of y'all may feel led to like slow down again, even when it comes to driving, right? Like what you rushing for. Even if you're running late, you already running divine. You're gonna get there when you get there. So take your time. You at least want to make it there whole, right? Whole and safely. But yeah, so maybe you just picking up on that shadow energy where I'm slowing down. And I'm kind of like, because I didn't finish recording my moon videos, and I'm just like, woo! I done kind of got a little complacent. Because y'all know at first, we about to get into daily energy. Thank y'all for holding space. Y'all know, like last month, my mission was to finish the daily energy for the rest of the year. So when I finished that was so taxing. That was so taxing, doing 7 months of daily energy in a few weeks. And so when I finished that, the first part of June, I just didn't record any more videos. I already had the Cancer Moon video already recorded, so that was already scheduled. But like, I don't have the next full moon video. I don't have the Leo new moon. And I'm just like, like I'm not in the space to record, man. So I don't know. I don't want to not do it. Do y'all really find them videos useful? Say no. Do y'all really find the new moon and the full moon videos useful? Say no. But on the daily energies, I kept telling y'all, like, I posted the video because I planned to post a video already throughout the months for the rest of the year. So I don't know. Y'all bear with me, bitch. Y'all flow with me. Y'all flow with me as we flow. Okay, Ashe? So let's go ahead and get to the daily energy. Damn. All right. Ain't nobody say no. Why y'all ain't say no? So I'm gonna pull names. I'm gonna pull raffle. I'm gonna pull the raffle lovely for our Cancer infused oil after the daily energy. So y'all stay with us. So the daily energy I'll be covering is for the 24th of June. And I channel to check in with those you love. This will be a good day to check in with those you love. Or just send a nice little text message. Some of y'all may feel very like giving, where you might want to like send somebody a care package or a love letter or a kind message, or send some kind of like small gesture, you know, of love, of appreciation, of I'm just thinking about you. So this will be a good day to do that. Okay, this will be a great day to also write like a release letter. Write a release letter if you are feeling like this weight of emotions or this weight of energy that needs to be released. This will be a good day to do a release letter. To also take a trip. To visit someone. Maybe this person may be a little far away, and when I say far away, they may be like in another city, or they may be close. This will be a good day to really like just go kick it with somebody that you love. This would be a good day to ask your mother or divine feminine, rather it's a grandmother, auntie, about their past. Ask questions around like, how was their upbringing, fun memories, like memorable experiences, how was their personality in school, etc. And that can be very enlightening. Okay, we don't have to talk about the traumas, but there's definitely some mirroring, some reflection, some lessons, some ancestral patterns that you may even see playing in your life currently, that the woman in your life has also experienced. So this will be a good time to communicate and to have some deep, nice conversations. So the colors for the day are yellow and orange. So go ahead and leave your yellow and orange hearts down below. And I'm going to go ahead and get this raffle going to see which Cancer Sun baby is the winner for our infused oil this month. So let's see. Do we have any Cancer Suns in the building? We have any Cancer Suns in the building? Hi, the artist and Mary. Theodore said, I be using your audio. Ashe. Peace. JB said, hi there. How are you today? I am well, thank you. How are you? Hey, Nino. Crystal said, I do that, especially when taking my children to school. What, the cruise control? Graffiti said, I'm spending time in nature and in the water. Going to the ocean on Sunday. Ashe. We ain't got no Cancers in the building? Okay. So let's see who won. Start raffle. Let me let it shake it up real quick. So again, this is for the Cancer Suns. This is for everybody who, you say you use a GPS, even though you know you're going. I asked the Cancer Suns to drop their birthday in the comments, and I added all of their names. You said, wait, how do I enter? When's your birthday, Sadell? When's your birthday? You're not a Cancer, sadly. Ashe, but it's still on sale for you. You can still align with this energy. You can still align with her. You said not too bad. Do you have a tutorial for your head wrap? I love it. Not this style. Thank you. On our YouTube channel, I do have like 7 or 8 different unique styles. Well, I don't know if you would call them unique, but this style in particular, I do not have at the moment. But thank you. August 11th, close enough. Sadell, get the hell out of my face. Y'all are sickening. I might do this for the rest of the zodiacs. I know the Taurus and the Geminis, and the Aries. Y'all are like, wah. Well, I can't really count Aries because I didn't have an oil for y'all. But I know the Taurus. Taurus and Gemini, like, why you ain't do this for us? But I see y'all. I'm be coming through with the Fierce Leo oil when the sun enters Leo next month. So just stay tuned. Your sickening tail. That's what you want. But if, like I said, this Cancer oil, it'll definitely, it's good to align with regardless if you're Cancer or not. But it also will help you align your Cancer placements. You said Leos are sitting in here like royalty. No, for sure. Graffiti said mad. You said could have started with Gemini at least. It just came to me yesterday. It just came to me yesterday. You said the Cancers needed. I'm not mad. No, for real. Don't do them. Don't do the Cancers. Nino said right, Taurus. I might have to spin a block. I don't know. I might do something. It might be a live exclusive though. It might be a live exclusive. It might be a live exclusive. Just to throw y'all ass in there, y'all sickening tails. You said don't mess with the Cancer, okay? Okay, so let's see. You said we all know I would have won. You so annoying. All right, so let's see. Who won today? Who won? Oh, it already came up. Black Royalty won on TikTok. Black Royalty won on TikTok. So congratulations to you, lovely. I'm going to write her name down and reach out to her and let her know. Black Royalty won TikTok. Okay, great. So thank y'all for everyone who did engage in the chat, in the comments, and merry birthday to all of our Cancers. Nonetheless, you're still a winner. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get into Tarot Tea Time, you and me time. If y'all want y'all reading, y'all go ahead and send y'all love offerings in now, because the door's going to be closing in about 10 minutes. You said shout out to my sister birthday week, Ashe. Peace, Taquan. Crystal talking about I need some reparations. You so sickening. You are so sickening. I do got like a few left, so I might bless y'all. Y'all so sickening. Why didn't I get it? Head ass. So let's see what we got. Whoa, you look thick. That's what he said. Hold up. So it's going to be general, like I said. So y'all take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it don't resonate, that means because it wasn't for you right now in this present moment anyway. Hold on, because we got a little flipperoos over here. God dang. All right. Yesterday was your birthday. Happy belated, Earth Angel. Oh, that's why you said say happy birthday? Happy birthday! That's why you came on live yesterday talking about say happy birthday. No. No. All right, what we got for the collective? What's the collective's perspective? What's up with this Cancer new moon? Let's tap into it. Let's talk about it. Because I know it's so much more coming than motherfucking wave of emotions with this Cancer new moon. New moons are brings the energy of like new opportunities. Great time to manifest as well, but new energy is coming in. So let's see what new is coming in. Okay, damn. Outside of the fucking emotions, bitch. Right, Ray Bay. They learned. It's okay. So we got the 3 of Coins here. The 3 of Coins. So there could be some kind of collaborations or some harmony here. Where there was once confusion. Could be on the job. Or job related. Some kind of creative endeavor. We have fine print in reverse. 3 of Coins. Fine print in reverse. Gambling in reverse. Six of Cups in reverse, a bundle of joy upright. Let me get some clarifiers real quick. Interesting. So we started the reading off with the Three of Pentacles, Three of Coins, and we're closing out with the Three of Coins. 33. And we got the Three of Wands in reverse here, 333. Oh, and we have the Empress, which is card number 3. So we got 3333. 3333. That is the address of my OB. I had an OB appointment today, and I had to put in the GPS, and it's 4 3s, 3333 Station Road. But okay, so with this Three of Coins and the Ace of Wands, you definitely with this Cancer new moon energy, there's definitely going to be a lot of downloads coming through in regards to how you can expand. And it's 9:33. Ashe, 21:33. Yeah. Ashe, Ashe. And that 3 represents Jupiter energy. And like I said, Jupiter is in Cancer right now. So, Jupiter is going to be in Cancer for the next year. And like we talked about, like I shared before with the video that I had posted, with that Jupiter being in Cancer, a lot of our expansion is going to be through nurturing ourselves and our family, tending to community, and really like showing up and collaborating with our loved ones, not necessarily in a business way, but building those relationships and being of service. So with this Ace of Wands and the Three of Coins here, y'all could definitely feel inspired to help somebody in need, or to bring, like, just like prime example, like it came to me to just, hey, like, raffle off of oil, like, don't make this a financial based offering, where they got to enter a raffle by paying. Like, just let this be a gift of love that you just, that you give somebody with, and know whoever needs it is gonna receive it. So it could be something simple like that, where it could be around charity, or it could be you sending something to a family member, or I don't know how that may look. It could be business related, spiritually related, send a prayer. I don't know, but your intuition is definitely going to let you know what needs to be done and how it needs to be done, so you can share this wealth. Okay, and it's not about financial wealth, though we have King of Pentacles here as well. So with the Cancer new moon, we have fine print in reverse, and we have the King of Pentacles upright. Some of us may feel very insecure right now financially, and you may be feeling like desperado when it comes to, like, how you can make more money. And so this is just a reminder, a warning for you to not move out of survival, out of fear, out of lack, out of desperation, to where you're just like overextending yourself, doing the most, trying to chase the bag. Call the bag in. Plant yourself in a position to where you can receive the bag. Speak life over your life, right? I had created some prayers. I have like 8 prayers that I've created with different like declarations and things like that. And I have one for each Orisha, and I have it in like subliminal style. I use the application InShot, INSHOT, and I like screen recorded the YouTube frequency that goes to that Orisha. You can record screen record any frequency, any music that you want. It could be hip hop, it could be your own tunes, whatever. And then over that, I recorded in the app, I recorded my declarations in Swahili, and I just cut my volume down for the declarations to where you cannot hear it, or you could hear it just a little bit. You can hear it just a little bit, if that, over the music. And that is a way I play that. I have like I said, like 7 to 8 different tracks, and I love it. I love it. I love not hearing my voice. Like, I don't mind hearing my voice, but sometimes like I just want to not hear anything, but I want my prayers to still go out. You know, I still want energy to be moving. But you know, I just kind of want to hear like instrumentals or just frequencies. And so some of y'all may definitely want to do that. But there is a some unexpected money that I see coming in for a lot of y'all as well. I'm getting back pay. I'm picking up on some back pay energy as well. We have the Knight of Swords and the Gambling in reverse. So you definitely want to use your discernment here. Everything that looks like gold is not. Everything that glitters is not gold. We have the Six of Cups in reverse and the Chariot in reverse. Somebody could owe you something, but you may not get paid from them. You may get paid from somebody else. Like, the universe may give it back to you from a different source. We have a bundle of joy, and we have the Empress. Some of us may be getting pregnant around this time as well. Or this will be a good time to heal like the sacral chakra. Heal mother wounds. Begin to heal the relationship with your children if you have any. Through prayer, through ritual, through conversation, through accountability. But we have the Empress clarified by the bundle of joy was clarified by the Empress. So we have the mother and the child here. That is Cancer energy. So again, this is a time where you definitely need to show up for yourself and give yourself what you need, remembering that you are your responsibility at the end of the day. And there are certain things that you got to take care of as well, certain things that you need to cover. I forgot to share with y'all that I now do share, the doors are closed for readings tonight. I now do have a sacred, I believe it's a sacred covering ritual for children that I have available on the website, CrystalineMars.com. So if you definitely like to cover your child and, you know, get a ritual done, you can do so. I do have a few of you lovelies who conduct rituals every cycle. So every spring, summer, winter, fall, we do a ritual just to freshen up the energy, to keep that protection over them. So some of y'all may want to subscribe to that. But then we have the Three of Pentacles here in reverse. Again, so this is definitely the universe conspiring with you, not against you, to help you birth this new reality here. I was thinking about the tower moment that we had last year, and I didn't know that this, I was thinking about August, because August is when we had our tower moment when it came to business. And that's when we had, I had timeline shifted as a result of that tower. And I was like, I didn't know that a year from then, which is going to be this August, I would literally be delivering. I would be giving birth to a new baby on a whole new timeline. And so there could be some energy that just needs to be purged out, that needs to be closed out, to align you with this incoming energy that wants to come in. But maybe you just have some barriers, some fears, some past soul ties or something like that. Some wounds that have yet to be healed, some baggage that has yet to be unpacked. And it honestly just feels like acceptance. Because some of y'all like work, like I got to do the work. It just really feels like acceptance. Like we talked about today with the nightly message where I said denial is just delaying your own deliverance. So there could be conversations that are had. There could be like, downloads that you get or whatever. And it's just like a level of acceptance that needs to be had, and that's going to allow for it to move through. Like, don't resist it. You can challenge it to ask more questions for a deeper understanding, but not challenge it in a way to where you're just trying to stay fixated on your personal beliefs, or you're just going to block everything out. No, like, make it make sense. Look at the duality of things, right? But it does feel like it's more simple than you think. There could be some kind of releasing or some kind of closeout here with this Six of Cups. That Cancer has to do with relationships as well. We have the Six of Cups in reverse, and we have the Chariot in reverse as well. So some of y'all are waiting for somebody to come back. You could have had a child with this person, or some miscarriage, or some kind of like relationship that it feels like it was around like a wounded mother or a wounded father. Like, it was like a trauma bond is kind of what I'm picking up. But some of us have, are being called to accept, like, hey, something will never be the same again, or somebody is not returning. I remember when Lagos and I had a hiatus, and when we came back together, he was not the same person. I was not the same person. And it's not that we changed, but it's like the dynamics shifted. The energy was different. It wasn't the same, and it never has been. We just kept evolving from there. And so there could also just be some kind of acceptance about maybe just the evolution of a relationship as well. With this Empress and the bundle of joy, this is to a parent that I'm speaking of right now. There could be some kind of acceptance of where your child is. You may have been trying to help your child in ways that you can't really like help them. Maybe you've been trying to direct them down a path, or just really try to like help them get their life together, but they're still making certain choices. I'm picking up on more like adult energy, but then I'm also picking up on this child energy where maybe you put like a lot of pressure on your child, or you have like, you put your child on a pedestal or something like that, and they may not be meeting your standard. And this is a time for you to really just try to understand who your child is. Even if you don't have a child, this could have to do with, let's flip it around, right? It could be your mother, because not everybody has children in this room. It could be like your mother or your parent or your elders. And it's like, stop trying to change them. Stop trying to change their mind. If they want to be religious, let them be religious, right? If they want to stay at that job, support them in what they want to do. Support them in what they want to do. Support them in what they want to do, and accept who they fucking are, because they are who they are. So stop stressing yourself out. Stop stressing yourself out. I'm gonna pull from the moon deck. Ashe. I'm hearing, I'm a big kid now. So this could be grown ass adults, but like inner child energy is loud as fuck. Speaking of loud as fuck, the Cancer new moon is on the 25th, so that's paired with that Gemini energy. So that's gonna be a lot of truths being revealed for sure. Entitlement. Some people may try to get what they think they deserve by manipulating and gaslighting instead of earning it. Some people may try to get what they think they deserve by manipulating and gaslighting instead of earning it. So there could be somebody in your life who feels entitled to something. It's feeling like money related for some of you. Or it could be around like a parent dynamic or something like that, where they feel entitled. I don't know what the hell this is. Somebody could be trying to emotionally manipulate Play on somebody's emotions here. Or like guilt trip, make you feel bad. Try to make you feel bad or something like that. Because you may not be showing up or doing certain things that they want you to do. We have the lack of empathy. The lack of empathy. They may be trying to call. They may try to call you like cold or standoffish, or you don't care, or you're the bad guy, or you're whatever. Because they feel entitled though. But the truth is they aren't bringing empathy, compassion, and understanding to the table. They just want it their way. We have distracted. Avoid using distractions as escape routes from real issues. Like we talked about, what you deny doesn't go away, it multiplies. So be mindful of distracting yourself. We have weird in reverse. Your interests have taken a different path than expected. Embrace your evolution. It's just a part of the journey. So some of us may not be embracing our journey or honoring other people's path as well. You may be doing something different, or somebody may be doing something different, and you may want to categorize them as weird, as lost, as out of alignment or something like that. And it's like, no, that's just their path. Or that's just your path. But something is not weird, or something is not out of alignment like you think it is. You may not just understand it or want to. All right, we about to close out. You can DM me, Denison, for custom pieces, or email. We have confidence in reverse. Gosh, we got compromise in reverse. Whew. Okay. This is interesting. I don't know if this is you or somebody else, but somebody is definitely trying to hide. Somebody does not feel confident in themselves. They don't feel confident in their decision making. They don't feel confident in like their being. They may feel weird. Somebody is very disconnected. And so that's why they may look at you like, oh, you think you're entitled, or you don't care, or because you may be more sure of yourself, or maybe this could be you that's feeling this very insecure energy, and there's somebody outside of you, and you may be projecting your insecurities onto them. We have double life. A double life with secrets. Living honestly is the best policy. Double life. Yeah. So like I said, somebody could be trying to hide behind something or do something behind closed doors. Like they may try to act like they're one way, but in another room they act like another way, or somebody's hiding. What is this? I picked up on that hiding, but it's going to be revealed. We have only a child. You were only a child, and whatever burden you carry is not your fault. Grow from it, learn, and evolve. Be gentle with your past self. So I'm not sure if you're trying to live a double life here, where you may be interested in, things that are very different. You may have like a very different kind of energy to you or something like that. And you may try to mask that. Maybe out of fear of judgment. Fear of how people will perceive you. And I get it. We're human. As much as we like to say we don't care what people think, we do. But we have relief. Life can be overwhelming, but don't forget to give yourself relief. Take breaks, breathe, and let go of unnecessary pressures. So, like I channeled for tomorrow will be a great time to do like a release letter. to maybe just your present self, to where you're like really, really hard on yourself. Maybe you're feeling very low in this season of your life. You may be second guessing your intuition. You may have been praying for things, doing rituals, having visions, having dreams, and now you're second guessing it. Like, am I being delusional? You know, is this a lie that I created? You may really not know what to think. You may really not know what to think right now, or know how to feel. As much as you may want to lean into the positive, optimistic side of things, there could be some subconscious things that are coming up to surface where you're just like, I don't know if I really know anymore. Somebody's like, I don't know if I really know anymore. I don't know how to feel about that anymore. I don't feel as confident in that possibility anymore. And this may be, you may be called to reroute, to pivot, like we talked about. So there could be some releasing that needs to happen so you can open yourself up to what Spirit has for you. To open yourself up to an easier path. Open yourself up to aligned energy. Because you may be trying to force something with somebody who is not in alignment. You may be trying to force something that is not what you think it is. I never wear my evil eye bracelet. I never wear evil eye. I'm not really a big fan of like the evil eye style, but I do have a few bracelets, and I felt led to put it on today. And this evening I was sitting on the couch and I smelled rats. If you don't know, if you're from like New York or New Jersey, you know what that rat smell energy is like. And I smelled rats and I'm like, okay. And maybe a few minutes later, not even 5 minutes later, I was playing with my dog and I went to get up and the evil eye bracelet popped. And I was like, oh, okay. Mind you, I haven't had a bracelet pop in like years. I feel like it's been forever since a bracelet has popped on me. Any kind of bracelet. Well, I lied because I had a jewelry bracelet. I had a gold bracelet pop a few months ago. But as far as like my beaded bracelets, it's been years. But for the evil eye bracelet to pop after I smelled the rats, I was like, okay. And I was picking up on some evil eye energy earlier. So this could be some kind of closing out of a cycle or some healing that needs to happen from some kind of betrayal, some protection that needs to be had over your energy from negative eyes, especially to those of you who are like on public platforms, social media and things like that. You definitely want to make sure that you're covering your energy and your house and your children and things like that, because it's a lot more energy being sent your way, whether it's consciously or unconsciously, positive, negative, indifferent. But I just want to pull one more. I'm going to pull one from the OG and we done. We have cut and clear under surveillance. Cut and clear under surveillance. So this could be some kind of like monitoring spirit energy. We have act stupid. They don't need to know you're informed. So this is take note and move accordingly. We have Leo in reverse. So something is not what it is portraying itself to be. It's given like, because with the Leo being in reverse, it's like the lion, and it's like, yeah, you got a big roar, but you really ain't about shit. Leos, y'all know I'm a big Leo, but Leos, they have a big roar, but we're more like catty. Like, we don't really want the smoke for real. We really don't. We just kind of like enjoy like the banter. Aries too. Aries is kind of like that too, but Aries is more like fiery. Aries is childish. They like to go back and forth like for a reaction too, but With this Leo, it's giving like, yeah, you got a big bark, but that bite though. So somebody could be trying to play on your confidence or something, like I said. Under surveillance, somebody or some energy may want to keep you small. Keep you small. But we have act stupid. They don't need to know you're informed. So like I said, there's going to be a lot of things that are revealed and you ain't got to make an announcement. Peace, y'all. Sierra said, what can I get for that? For what? Graffiti said that shield oil working wonders. I love that shield oil. Kenzela said, I've been channeling new eyes, fresh eyes all day today. Ashe. The light of truth reveals all. It's like a doggy dog. Leo are very egotistical, but when they love, they go for it, for sure. Oh, for evil eye? What can you do for evil eye? I mean, one, accept the fact that it's going to be that. It's going to always be some kind of eye, right? So you definitely don't want to operate out of paranoia. But the biggest thing that you want to do is to pretty much continue to spiritually develop. Spiritually develop so you can fortify yourself to where that energy does not negatively impact you. So doing more spiritual exercises, creating a force field around yourself energetically, using certain tools, whether it's oils, right, crystals, grids, creating grids, prayers, right? So that's what we got. Look, guys, he down there doing them damn charts for the lesson. I need you to come on now. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. My hair wrap kind of hurting my head. Y'all, being spiritual. I be wanting to take my hair wrap off so bad. Like, I've been wearing it less outside of the show. But I wear it during the show to protect my crown. But it's been getting more and more uncomfortable. Like, so I don't know what I need to do. I don't know what I need to do. But something gotta give, bitch. Okay. So as we wait on Brother guys, I guess I'll do a love reading. Y'all sickening ass. Not a love reading, but a reading, a free reading. So I'm thinking of a number between 12 and 45. So whoever drops the number first, I'll do a reading for free, a brief general reading, what you need to know, between numbers 12 and 45. Passion talking about 3. 12 and 45. Passion, you got it. Passion came back with the 33. It was 33. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Ashe. Nah, he want to come in the room. That's one of my favorite hats. So cute. What does Passion need to know? Sierra talking about some 7. Y'all so sweet, Y'all don't listen. Y'all don't listen. Eddie, are you okay? Eddie, are you okay? Are you okay, Eddie? All right, what we got for Passion Fashion? Just give you a few, baby. Who that is? We got Put Your Pride to the Side. We got divine delivery in reverse. Pay it no mind, literally redirect your thoughts in reverse. Do not disturb. You don't have to answer. Big money grip, congrats, you've passed the test. Blast from the past, this is a test in reverse. Scorpio, upright, you see right through me. Put your pride to the side. Divine delivery in reverse. So definitely I would recommend that you get you some duality oil. This is Gemini infused oil, which is going to help you with your throat chakra. But I do feel like there's this energy where it's like just everything don't need to be said. It's a lot that don't need to be said. So put your pride to the side and let go of the need to be right. Okay? Let them have it. Let them have it. Sometimes saying nothing is the best thing that you can do. And so this is like not to ignore it, but just to be intentional on what you actually give your energy and how much you give. We have do not disturb. You don't have to answer. Like I said, big money grip. Congrats, you've passed the test. So there could be some kind of financial blessing come through, some kind of job offer, pay raise, or somebody may just do something kind for you, right? It doesn't have to be anything grand. You might find some money, might hit a little something on the scratch off or something like that. But I do see like this reward from this test, something that has been challenging you. We have a blast from a past. This is a test in reverse right after that. So again, like you've closed up some cycles, so it's no need to go back and forth. No need to revisit something that is already done or, yeah. And we have Scorpio here. So Scorpios, I'm picking up more on like that secretive nature. So there could be some things that, again, that you see, that you hear, that you know, that you don't need to share out loud. Okay, passion. Yeah, because with that Scorpio energy, I'm also getting like jealousy, like manipulation, like emotional manipulation. Somebody could definitely be trying to get a reaction out of you. And don't let them see you sweat. Don't let them see you sweat. All right. So that's what I got for you. Okay. Mystique said, damn, my intuition said 33 first. Sending love to the tribe, about to finish my night routine. Ashe. So thank y'all for sharing this space. Y'all head over to the website, CrystalineMars.com, and get whatever it is that you need. Book whatever it is that you need. I look forward to connecting with y'all on the other side. But we're now about to transition over to our spiritual lesson. I'm super excited to tune in to see what Brother Lagaz has for us. And I will see y'all in the comments. Ashe. Eddie, are you okay? Eddie, are you okay? Are you okay, Eddie? Don't he look like he was on that video? Ah! All right, y'all, bye. Oh my God. He's just patiently waiting for me to move out the damn way. Nakupenda.
Peace, family. Today's spiritual lesson is dealing with two individuals that are popular right now in the limelight, and that is Brittany Renner and Kevin Gates, BR and KG, right? So we're looking at their cards. I pulled up their zodiac charts. I pulled up everything to see what's going on. Why are they one of the talks of the towns right now? Everything is for a purpose. Everything is for a purpose. It's when you're looking at celebrities, they're in Hollywood. No matter whether they're actors, musicians, social media influencers, it doesn't matter. Athletes, they're all in Hollywood. Hollywood, they're being utilized, right? Maybe not all of them, but most of them, right? If you Kevin Gates, definitely in music, in the semi-famous rapper, he's in Hollywood. Brittany Renner, she's gotten to the point where she's been in commercials. She's in Hollywood. She's all the way in. She's dating Kevin Gates in Hollywood. These two represent, and this is a voodoo match. This is a voodoo match. This is a ritual. And this ritual is connected directly. I was trying to figure out what is the connection. Why is Hollywood using them for this ritual? Right? It's actually specifically for the Iran situation. The whole Iran, the bombing of Iran. This is all centered around that. Understand that the powers that be, the secret societies, the secret groups, the powerful, there are constantly the cabals, all of them. They are constantly using spiritual mechanisms, using occult sciences and rituals, things like that, to create the energy necessary to successfully pull off their agendas. Ashe. So that's how they're using Brittany Renner, and that's how they're using Kevin Gates. Now, what we see here, when I looked into the background, to the information, we see that one, what gave me the indication, first off, Brittany Renner is the Queen of Clubs. The Queen of Clubs represents source, represents God. It is the ultimate spiritual card, representing the spiritual realm, right? And it's the most divine of all the feminines. Now, Kevin Gates is the Seven of Spades. It is the most ritualistic card, right? So you have the most spiritual being representation with the most ritual being, right? Now, what we see in these two is a lot of reflections. You have Brittany Renner, she's a Pisces. You have Kevin Gates, he's an Aquarius, right? These are reflections. Why? Pisces represents religion. Why is my music getting so loud? The Aquarius is it just got loud all of a sudden. I turn this down. I guess it's turned down now. Where's the volume button on here? Kevin Gates is an Aquarius. So Pisces represents religion. Aquarius represents spirituality in its purest form, right? Nature, different occult sciences, things like that, right? While Pisces represents the different types of religions, the Christianity, Hinduism, Buddhism, Islam, all those type of things, right? Which makes sense. This is why Kevin Gates is always, even though he's kind of on the Muslim side, he's more really on the spiritual side. He's really big into like the native practices. He's big into the spirituality in general, in and of itself, into doing different types. So he talked about how he's charged up people's cards with his bare hands, which, looking at his cards, he might have actually done that, because with a Seven of Spades card, you definitely are capable of doing those type of things. Is literally the magic ritual card. That's literally a magic ritual card. And then you have Brittany Renner, like I said, the ultimate intuition. Ultimate intuition, right? All of her movements, best believe they're on purpose. She knows exactly what she's doing at all times. Even if she can't really explain it to you, she knows, she has it in there. This is why she's also so good with words. Now she also has the Ace of Spades cards, which is a spiritual initiate type of card as well, which is another reason why she's being utilized in this ritual for the whole Iran situation. We see some other connections. We see there's a lot of connections, reflection. One, Brittany Renner, she was born in Mississippi. Voodoo one of the voodoo centrals, right? While voodoo states. While you have Kevin Gates, he's from Louisiana, voodoo state, born in Louisiana, voodoo state. So you can see these energies, right? You can see, though they're trying to represent spiritual enlightenment or whatever, you could see this dark cloud type energy that follows them, right? They have a darkness about them, right? That is the voodoo energy. That is the Kevin Gates. He's the man at the gates. He's wearing a lot of fedoras and hats. He has that Legba energy. Brittany Renner, I was trying to figure out which being that she is. It is tough. She, in some ways you could see the Oshun. In some other ways you could see the Oya, right? You know, it's probably Oba though. Since he has the Legba, then I would say hers Oba. And Oba has this dark energy to her, but in some cases she can have this light energy to her, and she kind of does a lot more. She does a lot more rotating through the different energies, the Emayas, the Oshuns, the Oyas, right? So I would say she's probably like an Oba. I would probably give her an Oba. And Oba is the closest to being in a relationship in a sense with Legba. Ashe. Another some now they both are a life path 4. They both are a life path 4. So they got that 44 energy. That 44 portal energy is there. So they're being utilized to help open up this doorway, open up this connection. Between who specifically? It is between Donald Trump and Iran. Donald Trump and Iran. Why do I say that? Well, both. So Brittany Renner, she has the Ace of Spades. In America right now, the Ace of Spades is in the middle this week, which Donald Trump is also an Ace of Spades. And since it's in the middle, the Queen of Clubs, which Brittany Renner is also Queen of Clubs, is always in the middle spiritually, no matter what week it is. So it's always in the background. So that brings that connection. So she has the same card, Ace of Spades, shares it with Donald Trump, and Ace of Spades also happens to be in the center this week for America, which is in alignment with the Queen of Clubs, which she has, right? Iran is a 7 of Spades card, a 7 of Spades country. Kevin Gates is a 7 of Spades man. He was born on the 7 of Spades, right? So now you can see this connection, right? Now, I looked at, because she talked about, I saw in a video the other day, she got married. They got married on April 6th, and the divorce was not finalized, but it's been like issued, or the process started on May 28th, I believe. Right. So I looked at those 2 dates. They're reflections of each other. Once again, showing a portal, showing this portal energy, how they're being utilized, right? Because they got married on the 6th of April. That's a 6, right? They got the divorce went through on May 28th. When you add up 5/28/2025, it adds up to 6. So you got the 6 and the 6. When you look at the 28, just the 28th itself on May, that adds up to 10. Well, when you add up the day they got married, April 6, 2025, it adds up to 10. So there's this inverse reflection of each other. Ashe. Now, why? Now, they have a 369 energy connect. I told you 369 is love. But within that love energy, there's war, there's battles, there's everything in the love vibration. So where's 369 energy? Well, Brittany Renner's 33, which is that Jesus energy. That's that sacrifice energy. So it's the perfect time for her to be sacrificed. And she's been, instead of going through Christianity, it's through Islam. They still have the Jesus in Islam as well. And then Kevin Gates is 39. So you have the threes, you have the nines. 33 plus 3 is 6. So you have the 6, you have the 3, 6, 9 energy between them. They're being utilized. They're conduits for this energy. Shay. What else do we have here? Now you may say like, well, April 6th, May 28th, that was, back then. This is, it's already June now. Yeah, but their names are being brought up now. The names and about the divorce and everything's being brought up now, right? It was done then, but the energy, and they also understand there's a 90-day period. So so all the energy is being utilized within this 90-day period from the time that they put in a divorce to the time that it will be finalized. We are in that period right now. So that's how, so the portal is open between those two, Shay, using Legba and Oba to open these doorways, right? What else do we have? Now, why are they such a good connection besides what we've gone through already? They both have of their Venus, which is the relationship energy. When I look at the birthdays, they were born, their Venus is in Aquarius. So they both share that Aquarian Venus energy. All right. Let's see, what else do we have here? Now, the reason why this marriage energetically is easy for it to be so short is because of when they got married. First off, or I'll say these dates that were chosen shows that it really wasn't meant to last very long, right? Now, it may linger on throughout this year. So we'll see about that from the energies I was looking at. They will continue to linger on and hover around each other. I don't know if they'll get back married together. They may, it is possible based on the energy, but it's definitely going to be an issue no matter what. It's going to be a challenge. Well, why is that? Because I saw in the charts, well, first off, the day, why would, another reason why they are in marriage, because Brittany Renner, she's in her 33. If you look at her 33 chart, the year of 33, the 33rd plate, right? In the center of that plate, the center energy is the King of Hearts, which is the husband energy, the father energy, right? So that's what's going to bring her the most good luck energy, most growth and expansion type of energy, help her get her money up as well, right? So it makes sense for her to want to have gotten married this year, or be underneath somebody this year, because the King of Hearts. Also, now at the top of the crown, though, at the top we have the Six of Spades. The Six of Spades, right? So karma and getting her karma right is very important to her this year in her 33rd as well, right? But see, the father doesn't have to, the King of Hearts doesn't have to, it can be a husband, or it can just be a father figure, like in a religious way, or a person, but in a religious way. This is the whole Jesus, Christ type of energy, right? The 33. Jesus died when, on the cross at 33. Shay. So, this is all in alignment with that. This is why, once again, she is so deep into the religious aspects of things, right? Now, Kevin Gates, he's on 39. So his middle is the Six of Clubs. Six of Clubs has to do with karma, dealing with your thoughts and dealing with, your verbiage. Six of Spades has to do more with actions and how you're in your health and how you're treating your body and your spiritual energy. While the Six of Clubs has to do with what you're saying and what you're thinking. So, you're thinking negative, you're saying negative things or harmful things, stuff like that. It messes up and causes an imbalance in your life. So Kevin Gates is really focused on trying to be balanced. That's why we see on these podcasts, he's trying to really be as balanced and as honest and as fair with his words, because that's going to provide him the best energy. But at the same time, Ace of Diamonds is at the top of his chart, is at the top of his crown chakra. So that's achieving new goals. Like he's creating new goals for himself. He's thinking about reaching new plateaus, getting to new values, establishing new values, reinventing himself, stuff like that. But what you'll also see at the top of the crown is this Queen of Clubs. Who's the Queen of Clubs? That is Brittany. That is Brittany, right? This is why he has chosen her as his wife. Now, she is right here in the Mars section. So Mars, one, creates a very passionate dynamic. It creates a very similar actions, right, where they're both kind of like in this Muslim religious type of space, right? They're both doing the same actions in a sense, right? But Mars also is battles and fights and things like that as well, right? So it's something to keep in mind. Now, when you look at, like I said, the day that they were married, see, it's important. If you want a healthy, happy, long-lasting marriage, you want to have the weddings at certain times, right? So it's something to take note, right? Wherever there's like a Four of Hearts, Queen of Hearts, so it's going to be your best bets, or even Two of Hearts, they're going to be your best bets to best days to get married. They got married on a Two of Spades, which happens to be one of Kevin Gates's cards. A Six of Spades, right, which makes sense because that's on the crown. That's on one of the one of the main things that Brittany is focused on, right? But that's a karmic energy. That's a heavy karmic card. Six of Clubs, which is connected to Kevin Gates, that's something that he's heavily focused on. But once again, it's another karmic energy, very, very heavy karmic card. And then a Three of Hearts. Now, Three of Hearts deals with love triangles, deals with multiple wives or multiple husbands, possibly, right? Multiple relationships, right? It is a very, which kind of fits as far as like Islam is concerned, Muslim concerned, as far as like, I guess maybe the type of dynamics that they were into, or Kevin Gates might have been into, as far as having multiple wives, right? But it could work if they can stay, if Brittany can stay on the right side of the karmic energy, action wise, health wise, and if Kevin Gates can stay on the right side of karmic energy, mentally and verbally. But that is a hard thing to do, especially with their type of personalities and their past. Shay. Let's see, what else do we have here? So then they end up, though, getting divorced or filing for divorce on the 28th, which is a Four of Clubs, which deals with the mental balance or imbalance, right? Two of Diamonds, right, which has to do with a partnership. And it comes to like a partnership, partners in values, or partners in business, or partners in a contract, right? So that contract being broken in this case. And then you got the Eight of Spades, which has to do with a power, someone being in power, or there being a power struggle, things like that, right? So we're seeing these dynamics play out. Now, not only do you want to try to get married on a Four of Hearts, a Queen of Hearts, or Two of Hearts, or any hearts, really, not any hearts, but most, but there's a lot of, the couple, 10 of Hearts is a decent one. But then there's some other hearts that can be, that you don't want to do, like a Nine of Hearts or Five of Hearts, Three of Hearts. Those can be very challenging. But it's also about what cycle are you in? What cycle are you in? Throughout the year, there's 7 different cycles that we could be in at any time, between Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. So when they got married, Kevin Gates was in his Venus cycle, and then Brittany Renner was in her Mercury cycle. Now, it was good for Kevin Gates to be in his Venus. That's a good time to get married. If they waited a couple more weeks, though, it would have been better because Brittany would have also been in her Venus. But instead, she was in her Mercury. Now, why is that a problem? Because when you do things in your Mercury, especially getting married, you end up having a short-lived experience. You typically end up having a short-lived experience, right? It can be very fun, be very grand, but it can end very quickly, right? So that was the issue when it comes to. But if they waited like 3 more weeks, they would have been both in their Venus, and they would have been more likely to stay together. Now the last part is I wanted to see is, okay, do they have any other energetic connections as far as these cards? Now I did see that they do have a past life connection. So in a past life, they definitely were heavily connected in some type of way. Maybe they were married before. Maybe they were brothers and sisters. Maybe they were child and parent. Maybe they were best friends. Whatever. Well, they had some sort of strong connection in a past life. But then when I look at their current connections in the physical world, they don't have any strong connections. The only connection I saw was like a lesson connection, where one is to help teach the other one a lesson, right? So their past life connection is what allowed them to be together, allowed them to be reflections, allowed them to be portals. But their lack of physical connection in the physical, this three-dimensional world, makes it very difficult for them to actually stay together. They will always feel connected to each other. They will always feel that because they have this past life that they were together before, right? But they're going to have trouble trying to actually stay together because they don't have any real connections in this physical world, any strong energetic connections beside the lesson, the cosmic lesson, right? So then it's hard for them to have that love, which makes sense because when I look at this final card that Brittany Renner has, the card that she's supposed to master, the Seven of Hearts, and it's a very hard card to master. It deals with unconditional love. That's why she talks about love a lot. The issue is Kevin Gates doesn't have any hearts cards. All his are spades and diamonds, right? What has to do with money, values, has to do with actions, spirituality, things like that, right? While Brittany Renner has a lot of those as well, but she also has that hearts card. So she's looking for that heart type of energy, while Kevin, he's not on that quite on that same wavelength. Not that he doesn't want love at all or anything like that, but there is he does lack some of the energy that she requires, that she needs in order for that connection to be really sealed. Ashe. So that is today's spiritual lesson. And that's to give you an indication of how these charts work and how we can look into to see, like some of the services I have on CrystallineMars.com to see, are you and your partner, or are you in a potential partner? How do you connect? How is it strong enough to where you could really see it lasting for a long time? Right? It's going to be an easy, or just something that it could be easily, last a long time. You easily connect, easily vibe for a long period of time. Or is it like, yeah, you have some connections, but there's really a lot of challenges and issues, right? That, if you can overcome them, if you think about them and strategize around them, you can get around them. But otherwise, it's going to be very, very difficult. And then the second thing is, you definitely, if you decide, okay, this is my partner, and you decide, you want to get married, you want to make sure you choose the right day. You got to choose the right day. Because if you choose the wrong day, it can cause a lot of arguments. It can cause it to end very quickly. Or it can cause it to last a long time, but be very miserable. Be very miserable. There's certain times and periods that you don't want to get caught up in, because it'll almost force you to stay together for a long time, but you'll be very miserable though, right? So there's certain energies, and then there's certain periods where you can make a lot of money together, stay together for a long time, and make a lot of money together, and grow and expand and travel the world or whatever together, for throughout your entire marriage. There's certain energies and times you can do that. Or if you're more on the love side and you want to get a deep connection and get deeper into intimacy, there are certain times to do that as well. Ashe. So these are just some of the ways how to maximize and utilize these energies in these charts. Ashe. So we're going to go into Q&A if anyone has any questions. Ashe. Peace to Graffiti. So grace and understanding OG lessons are timely as always. Ashe. Ashe. Peace to Sierra the Healer. And I'll be doing a lot of stuff like this now, where I'll be going over different people's charts, a lot of famous people's charts. Thinking about doing B. Simone's chart next time. But a lot of things to happen from now until what's today? So until tomorrow. So somebody else might pull up to me, and I might do their chart. But there's so many charts that can be done. Yeah. But I'll try to stick to those who are in the limelight right now, and there's something like drastic or something like interesting happening with them, because there's a reason why they're in the limelight, and they will tell us a lot about what's going on else in the world, especially politically and governmentally. And in some ways, they give us lessons of what we can do in our own lives and how we can, move around, or how we can even piggyback off of their energy. See, that's the thing. We can actually piggyback off of celebrity energy, off of political energy. You can piggyback off of it, slingshot it to help you to grow, to help you to expand, to help you to elevate and transcend to higher levels, right? So these energies, though the powers that be are using them, or the matrix itself is just displaying them, just because somebody else is doing it doesn't mean that we can't utilize it, or we can't use it, or we can't time it and use it to our advantage. Ashe. Passion City says, what's a good marriage day? Well, there's plenty of good marriage days, but you have to do it in combination with, first, the day, and then 2, what cycle you are in, which is based off of your birth chart. But as far as just, actually, I don't have, Dublé, I don't know if she can bring my book up. I can tell you some good just marriage days that exist. Graffiti says, I don't really care about famous people. I want to know my chart. Graffiti, I understand you don't care about famous people, but I will say that it's actually important. Famous people, it's okay on one side to not care, as far as have them be the beacon of how you make decisions in life, and them being important as far as what's going on, what they're doing with what type of what choices they're making, stuff like that. It's you don't want to make them they're not important in that way, or like Asante, as far as like role models and stuff. But understand, we're actually in a cycle where celebrity energy, well, first off, this reality, the celebrity energy, which is the 8 of diamonds, is at the top of the chart anyway. So celebrities are actually important. Also, in one of the American cycles that we're in, I forget which cycle it's in, the 8 of diamonds is in the center. Once again, that's the celebrity energy. So it's important. So it's actually knowing these celebrities' energies and paying attention to how they're moving and piggybacking off the energy will actually help to bring us some of the best results. Right? So that's just something to think about. And the sort of celebrity energy is going to be very strong for at least another. I have to go look at my where I wrote it down at, but I think it's about I think it's in this book somewhere. For about another 20 years. For about another 20 years. Right. So I would try to utilize it. Right? In combination with your chart. But then once it switches over in 20 years, at about, I think it's 2048 or something like that. Let's see if I can find it. So it's not that one. So that means, nope. That means it should be this one. So 2049, it'll switch from the celebrities being in the center to the Seven of Clubs being the center, which represents higher level thinking, higher level mental capacities, right? This is where you're either going to have that higher mental capacity through AI or through being hooked up to the digital world, I should say, which is quantum intelligence, or through activating your own vessel and being your own AI, right? Those are your two options, but that's not for another 24 years, to be exact. Not 24 years. Let's see. Oh, let me look at these dates for the marriage dates. Passion City says I married on Friday, December 13th. Let me see what that day holds. 2008, sure. Now, I don't know the cycles you were in. I would have to know your birthday. I would have to know your partner's birthday to figure out what cycles you were in when y'all got married. But as far as December 13th, I wouldn't necessarily call that a love day. You got the Five of Clubs. You have the Seven of Diamonds. Now, with those energies, it could make finances a challenge throughout the marriage, like a fear of not having enough money at certain times. At the same time, it does open the door for possibly obtaining large lump sums of money at certain times throughout the marriage as well, right? But that's the challenge when it comes to that. You got to stay on a positive mental side when it comes to that, which is a challenge itself because you got the Five of Clubs, right? Which has to do with, so within the marriage, there could be a lot of confusion at times, not sure what the other person maybe is feeling or which direction are we going in or how we should see the world and things like that. At the same time, with enough positive mental reinforcement, it could be a marriage of a lot of growth mentally, a lot of knowledge being obtained and downloaded from all different areas of world or different subjects. Shay. So so it is a challenging day for marriage, I would say. A better day in December would have been like December 20th. No, not December. December 19th, I would say. December 19th. December 20th is not too bad either. December 19th, though, would have been very good. December 18th is pretty decent. December 18th is decent. December 19th is good. December 20th is pretty decent. Another really strong one, the 27th is pretty good. December 27th. I probably like December 20th actually better because it has Jack of Hearts and the King of Hearts. So I kind of like that one. But December 19th is pretty good. You got Queen of Hearts and the Three of Hearts. But that could be, if you were definitely looking for, if someone was looking for to have a polyamorous type relationship, that would be a great day to get married right there. What's some other good? And I would say, like some of the best months to get married in would be like towards like the end of September. Towards the end of October, like the last week of September, the last week of October. The last week of November and the last week of December. Those are like some of the best, those are like the top best times to get married. The end of September, October, November, and December. Right, there's other good days out there as well, but those would be the a lot of the best ones would be around those times. Feasts, I hear the slingshot part through Ashe. Peace to Envy Nani. Passion City. Okay, Passion, you didn't put out the whole your birthdays. Unfortunately, I don't have time to go through your charts because it would take. I'd have to look up all your cards and then look up all the cycles, and it would like take me. I don't know, probably. And then look at it would and then calculate the times and stuff. It would take me like 20. IG going out. Yeah, Passion, it would take me like 20-30 minutes just to do all that. Shay. Yeah, but you can always go to CrystalineMars.com and book an appointment, and I can go through that for you. And through that, I can also tell you what cycles you're in right now. So I can tell you what cycles you were in when you got married. I can tell you the cycles that you're in right now, and what you may need to look out for, or what is going to be very beneficial or very successful or happy for you. In this near future, right? These are things I can do. Fee says in 20-25 years, my vessel will be fully functional. I shade to that graffiti. I hope so. Since that is your goal, I do hope that you achieve it. That way, you don't have to integrate into the AI, because that's not what you want to do, right? My goal is to do the same. Pesci said, my grandparents got married on Halloween. Interesting. On Halloween, that's actually a really good day to get married. Halloween's actually a really good day to get married. Contrary to popular belief. That's actually a Four of Hearts. Four of Hearts. Queen of Hearts and the Four of Hearts. Four of Hearts is probably the number one best energy. On that day, also, you have the Four of Hearts, you have the Eight of Hearts, another good energy, very, very good energy. And the Eight of Diamonds, right? You got the celebrity energy, that's the big, like the money boss, money controllers, like, I don't know if your grandparents, they made a lot of money or not. or left a lot of money behind, or just had very good financial life together. But there's a lot of good energies, right? So they last a lifetime, Ashe, and I'm sure they probably was pretty happy. So they were money bosses. There you go, right? So that's what I'm saying. It's very important. That's how important, people talk about power couples. Like, well, when did you get married? Or when is someone going to get married? It's because if you want to be a power couple, you got to get married on the right day. You get married on the wrong day, it might lack some power. Ashe. He said it wasn't peachy, but great Ashe. Ashe today. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying it's going to be perfect just because you're on the Four of Hearts. I'm not saying that at all. And in fact, because there's the Eight of Hearts energy, that can make them very popular. And with popularity, there's a lot of opportunity for infidelity and for, flirtations to happen and things like that, because, you just attract so much energy to you. So, but with that Four of Hearts, this can create a very, very strong, creates a very, very strong family foundation, right? The Queen of Hearts is probably a smoother, well, I won't say it's smooth. I can't say that. The Four of Hearts is going to be smoother. But that Queen of Hearts can just add a lot of passion to it. But with that passion also, the Queen of Hearts in and of itself can create a sexual dependency, which, if you're not careful, it can, lead to a lot of infidelity type stuff. Patch City says that they were popular, a big mess. See what I'm saying? But what kept them together is the Four of Hearts, right? Is that Four of Hearts. That what keeps them together. Right. Now, as far as, all kind of messy things can happen in a relationship. But whether or not you're miserable within that relationship or not is based off the energy surrounding it. Right. So they can have all kind of crazy things happening, but they might have not have felt miserable within it just because they had good energies around it. Now, I don't know what cycles they were in. When they got married. See, because they picked a great day, but they might have, got married during Saturn cycles. They might have gotten married during Neptune cycles, which, it just can create some struggles or some challenges. They might have got married during Uranus cycles, which creates like all kind of different things and all different types of, which ways, right? But you're saying they were very strategic. They might have got married during Saturn cycles. That has more of a strategy type of energy. But if they were very successful, they might have also got married during Jupiter cycles. Which brings a lot of success. Sure. The cycles that you want to avoid though is Mercury. You would want to avoid Mars. Can be kind of challenging, so you kind of want to avoid Mars. You want to avoid Saturn, because that usually brings a lot of miserableness. And then you want to avoid Neptune. That can create a lot of neediness or fears or like sicknesses, things like that. So the cycles you want to aim for are Venus, Jupiter, Venus, and you can kind of interchange which one you want to be number one. And if those two just can't fit right based on your birthdays and stuff, then Uranus is another decent possibility, another decent cycle to be in. Oh shit. But like I said, when it comes to Kevin Gates and Brittany Renner, Kevin was in his Venus, but Brittany was in her Mercury. So in that Mercury cycles deal with short pleasures or short, but it also deals with like short struggles as well. It's just like a short time. Not sure. So that is today's today's spiritual lesson. That's today's Q&A. Ashe. So we'll go ahead and say Ashe, Asante, and Amen. Ime Kamalika, it is done. And we will see you tomorrow, and we'll find out whose chart we're gonna go through next. Asha.